Before you start writing, it's important to plan. Good writing, whether poetry or drama, doesn't just happen. It's built on strong ideas and structure. For poems, start by thinking about the message or emotion you want to express. Are you writing about a personal experience, a scene in nature, or maybe a social issue? Then decide on the tone. Is it serious, light-hearted, mysterious, and what kind of imagery you want to use to create this feeling? Ask yourself, what do I want my reader to feel when they read this poem? Think of themes, objects, or symbols that connect to your message. For example, rain to symbolize sadness or light to represent hope. For plays, the planning is more complex but also more exciting. You'll need to plan out the characters. Who are they? What do they want? How do they interact with each other? The setting. Where and when is your play happening? How does this affect the story? The plot. What's the main action or conflict of the play? Think about the beginning, middle, and end of your script. Start with a rough outline before diving into dialogue and stage directions. The language in your poem can make all the difference. You want to choose words that are precise and powerful, and which create vivid images in the reader's mind. Every word counts. Paint pictures with your words. For example, instead of saying, "The sky was beautiful," you could say, "The sky blushed pink as the sun kissed the horizon." Use metaphors and similes. These comparisons can make your language more powerful. Compare things creatively to deepen meaning. For example, her smile was a warm blanket on a cold day. Think about the way your poem sounds when read aloud. Use devices like alliteration, rhyme, and rhythm to make your poem more engaging. For example, "The wind whispered through the woods, weaving wonders," is more interesting than just saying "the wind blew through the trees." Poems come in many forms, and the structure you choose can help shape your message. Free verse. If you want freedom, this structure lets you write without worrying about rhyme or a strict rhythm. It's great for expressing raw emotion. Haiku. A traditional 3-line form, it forces you to be brief and precise. Sonnet. A 14-line poem often dealing with themes of love or deep thought with a specific rhyme. This is great for exploring complex emotions. Narrative poem. This tells a story and might have a clearer beginning, middle, and end. Perfect if you want to create characters and action in your poem. Choose a structure that matches your theme. If you're writing about something chaotic, free verse might be perfect. If it's about love, maybe a sonnet will capture the emotion. When writing a play, the audience should be captivated by your characters, setting, and plot. Here's how to make sure your script holds their attention. Your characters should feel real, even if they aren't. Give them distinct personalities and think about their desires, fears, and conflicts. Ask yourself, what does each character want? What's standing in their way? How do they speak? A shy character might use short, hesitant sentences, while a confident one will have long, bold speeches. The setting of your play isn't just a backdrop. It can add to the mood and action. A spooky play set in a dark forest will feel different than one set in a bright, sunny park. Use the setting to create atmosphere and mood. What props or scenery might help tell the story better? Think about lighting. How can it add drama to the scene? Imagine how the characters move around the stage. Where are they standing, sitting, or interacting? Are there key moments when a character enters or exits? Stage directions help guide actors and set the mood. For plays, dialogue is your most important tool. It reveals who your characters are and drives the action forward. People rarely speak in long, perfect sentences in real life. Think about how your characters would naturally speak. Are they sarcastic, formal, or casual? How can you show this through dialogue? For example, a formal character might say, "It is imperative that we leave immediately," while a more casual one might say, "We've got to go, now." Every scene should have some kind of conflict, whether big or small. Conflict can be between characters, an argument or disagreement. Within a character, they're struggling to make a decision. With the setting, they're trapped somewhere or facing a natural disaster. Without conflict, there's no drama. and without drama, the audience might lose interest. By planning carefully, using powerful language, and creating interesting characters and settings, you'll craft poems and scripts that captivate your readers or audience. Writing is a way to express yourself creatively, so enjoy the process and don't be afraid to take risks.